So today, guys, I'm going to be showing you my solo strats that you can either run in solo queue or with your friends or whoever you play with for the map Consulate. So the first one, probably the most picked first defense, is Counsel and Meeting. And so for this strat, what you do when you spawn in, you're going to pull out your pest launcher, you're going to run to the top of yellow stairs, you're going to get one in the middle. But you're going to be doing this fast because you're really against the clock with this strat. You're going to put the one top of yellow, then you're going to move over to the top of spiral stairs. You're going to also put one at the top right in the middle, so no jumping by, and you do the same thing with yellow. Now, why do they do that? Your team will most likely be reinforcing over here in Meeting, get these walls, make an impact here. And then this wall will also most likely be reinforced, and then depending on who you're playing with, some people like to rotate here or there. And so after that, you're going to run all the way over here, and this is where I'm going to be playing. So you're going to go ahead and reinforce this wall.
And reinforce this wall, and sometimes people you play with or the randoms will also be getting yellow wall for you. You get this wall as well. And finally, the wall actually going onto the yellow lane.
So once you're doing that, the rounds, pretty much when you're done setting all that up, 45 seconds, maybe minute into the round, or not a minute into the round, a minute total into the game has started. And what you're doing is you're playing here. Now when you're playing here, whether the impact's here or there, you're going to want to be conscious because you can get shot either from Visa or the window if that's where the attackers decide to push from. And now we're going to go over how to defend it once the round is started. So, when playing in Counsel office in this corner, I'm going to show you some of the common things you're going to have to defend against during the round when the attackers are finally in the building. So the first one is going to be that angle I was talking about onto Visa stairs. So as you see, as Jack comes up, you can easily get seen if you're here and, you know, paying attention to windows or other angles. So that's one of the angles you can be easily seen from. But, so another thing, if you're playing with people, or sometimes this door will get barricaded anyway, but if you're playing with people, sometimes it's kind of nice to run a castle strat. So you can castle that door off, and when you have that castle off, the attackers have a really hard time seeing you from here, but you get a nice angle. You can shoot their feet, or in this case, you can see Jack's head. And you can see pretty much all across the doorway. All you have to do is crouch down, or you can stand up. It's a lot harder to hit the shot if standing up, unless they're very close to the door. But what you do, you can use the crouch down. You can use the little divots in the couch as well to help see. And it's overall a really hard angle to defend from. So, another example for this is when this side is soft instead of, I have to reinforce obviously, because you can't remake a wall soft. And this side has to rotate instead. And so this side has to rotate. The attackers can obviously see, break this open. And as you're going to see demonstrating, they can have a lot of angles. I personally don't like this one because this one's a lot harder to defend against because the attackers have a lot more room to work with. You got all the soft wall gun up here. They can wall bang you, and it's overall a really hard angle to fight. So I'd always recommend opening up this wall as opposed to this one, just because I think this one's easier to defend against. So the next thing, another common thing for the attackers to attack is the Counsel windows, and as you see, as Jack will shoot these open, this is another common thing for the attackers to come from, and it's actually very nice because you can break the lamp and break this little vase thing here, and they actually can't get an angle on you from here. And a lot of time also when you play with people, you can have them run a Jaeger or Mai, and there's no way they can grenade you. Because, you know, you're pretty much invincible in this corner. And you always have to watch out for over here, top yellow. They open these a lot, and you just don't want to get seen there. But if you reinforce this wall, like I showed in the setup, you won't be able to get shot from there because you're reinforced and you're safe. So, for the attackers, the only way really to flush you out here from Counsel windows is if they repel in. Now, when they repel in, it's 10 times easier for you to kill them. And you see, Jack is right here repelled, and so when he's coming in, it's going to be really hard to expect that if they haven't joined it, because a lot of time people will be pre-firing the closet and have to be worried about other angles, like here to the main desk, and also the rotate that you have. And so when they come in, Jack come in, you can see it's a lot easier, especially if they're not pre-firing, and you can crouch down behind this for cover to kill them. And if you hear it, you also have a C4 as Molly, so if you hear them start, you can throw that, and you can hit them with the C4 if all else fails. And if that doesn't get them, you do it too early, it's too late. You can always use your gun, your best option, and you shoot them as they're repelling in. And the sound, you can pre-fire them. Pretty easy kill. And that's how you defend from the Counsel windows. So, another thing, second to last thing for the Counsel defense, is that when you push yourself all the way up against this desk right here and you're standing, you can see you get a nice angle to long desk and to the vending machines. If you peek out a little further, and you can even crouch down if you want to, you can see obviously to spiral stairs, and you can also see the copy or break room depending on what you call it. You can see all the way over there. And if you peek out a little further, make sure that's all clear. You can get angles to the bathroom, and if you're sure that the Counsel windows are clear here, you killed everyone off it. You can also play the bomb like a lot of people do, wall bang. It's Usually this is not reinforced, you can get free picks in the bathroom. The last thing you do is a lot of time, also another very common push, and one done most often by the attackers, is pushing up yellow stairs, because you get good control from on the attacking side into connector, and once you take that, you can really take good control of Counsel. And so, you see a lot of time, if they bring a thermite, you can't do it, but with the ace, a lot of times the ace will put it right here on the wall, so you have to vault, make it easier for the attackers, and Jack, go ahead and throw it. If you recognize that ace sound, you see it going down, it's very cheeky, but you can run up to it. You take a little bit of damage, but it's totally worth it. Because you run up to it, they ace the wall, and they can hop in. They don't see you. You can, depending on how fast they move, you can get up behind them, knife them. They might even go for a plant. You can wait for even more attackers to come in. But it's just a little cheeky thing you can do. It has tended to work for me. It's only, it's a very rare occurrence, but it has tended to work for me in the past. And it's just a nice little trick. And that's going to be the base for attacking Counsel. So, for attacking Garage now on Consulate, what I like to do, you spawn in, depending on who you're playing with, I like to shoot the raiders because it's really annoying. And then you run over here, you want to have your deagle up for this, so you can move as fast as possible. You take your first Valk Cam, you're going to weave it between these little bars, and get it on that light. That's going to be your first Valk Cam placement for the Garage on Consulate. You're going to run up now through Cafeteria, all the way over to Visa Stairs. And you're going to see this little, I don't even know what this is, maybe, I don't know what it is actually, but you take this Valkyrie Cam, you throw it right there, or if you, it doesn't have to be there, it could be on the front there, you can throw it on those two little earlobe things, doesn't matter. And you run back down, you probably got, 25 seconds left. You can either help your teammates reinforce the garage wall if they're not doing it, and what I like to do is I always make sure this is reinforced so people can't come up through the main hall here, and break it open, get angles to white van and the kitchen. I just like to make sure that's reinforced. And then, obviously, you can reinforce these if you want, office, it's all up to you. But then once all that's done, you want to make sure you have, I don't know, 8 to 10 seconds when you're making your way over to the yellow stairs door. And when the prep phase ends, you're going to make sure you have this lined up before, probably a good 3 to 4 seconds before. And you're going to have this Valk Cam right there, throw it on the tree. And this actually gives you a nice angle when the round starts. This one's not a great example because it got stuck in the leaf, but you can ping if you need to. You can see all the way over here to this spawn, and you can see down here, you can see garage, you can see the thermite right here when they're coming up. But you can use this cam for intel. Usually when this tree runs in the way, you could also see over here to the yellow stairs window. And what I like to do, once all those are done, the round is started, I make sure that cafeteria is barricaded, and that both of these doors, both double doors, are barricaded, because it gives you a little extra time to react if they're shooting it open, if they're attacking from the back side. And I play here, and I watch this cam. Sometimes they'll go on drones here, just a single person, or over here by the window. And you can jump out, get free picks, and just while that's happening, here's the other angles from the camera. You can watch for anyone pushing backside from Visa Stairs, or from Visa, and if they're down, about to push into cafeteria. And then once the wall gets open, which it usually does on Garage on this map, you can see behind white van and give calls when plants going down. And that's going to be the setup for the basement or the garage, in Console. So, the most common thing when you are defending garage is obviously the garage wall getting open. And so as you see, they get the wall open, and as you know, the attackers don't just run in willy-nilly, unless you're me, which I might show you here in a little bit. And you don't just usually run to the garage, and so angles I like to get, Jack, if you'd also open that far left wall for me, please. So as he's doing that, I'll show you. You can obviously play here on the head glitch, get nice angles onto the staircase, on the left staircase, and if you go, you can move over here, maneuver to the black car, and get behind the yellow pillar, get angles there. But a lot of times the thermite will obviously open a little farther to the left and a little farther to the right. And when you do that, you can get nice little head glitch here, crouched or standing, depending on how you play it, to the left staircase. And you can really get good angles when they're peeking and catch people off guard. And the best part is, people also like to, pressure yellow door when you're doing this. But you're completely safe doing this. You're not going to get shot as long as you stay here. And don't go too far out so you don't get shot. And that's just a good way to defend the garage once it gets open. So when the attackers, sometimes they have people coming from the backside as well as the garage door getting open. So they're going to open these doors and the cafeteria door that I told you to barricade, not reinforce. And when that happens, if you stand here, about right here in the middle, which seems weird, you might want to take cover, but no, because you can get if you take cover here, you can get shot from the breach, and if you take cover here, you can get shot from yellow. So you want to stand in the middle, if that's like your last resort. If the ceiling ledge, you can defend from that, and you can hold this angle, wait for them to come down the hallway. Or if you know they're coming from the cafeteria and you get calls that you're good to cross, you can go, and I like to hold the bomb and then crouch down like this, and you can peek up there because you have your cams, and you can look at it before you peek, and you can see back into the back part of blue and the top of Visa. And that's how you defend the back part of the garage and the back of cafeteria. And finally for garage, at the end of the round when the attackers are pushing to the breach, as Jack will demonstrate now, you know, they obviously go for a smoke implant, and so you want to take out your C4 once the smoke goes down. And they'll most times play either plant right behind white or right in front of the white van, and you can take your C4, really any angle over here by the pipes, and you can just hook it up like that, get it right there, and easy C4s for kills and winning the garage defense. Alright, so for the lobby and piano defense, you're going to be playing Doc with, obviously, the MP5, because what else would you be using? Not the P90. And what you're going to make sure to do, you're going to go over here, you're going to reinforce circle hatch, which you might think is weird at first, and it's going to get even weirder. You're going to, after reinforcing circle, you're going to run all the way over to the closet, because this is going to be your kind of retreat room, and if you need to play somewhere else, if you get pushed out. So make sure this is reinforced, you don't get that open by your teammates or shot out from below. After that, you're going to make sure that these are all open. Usually you can have your teammates doing this just to make the defenders really on edge and never know where you're going to be peeking from. After that, you want to make sure that's barricaded, and that obviously all the bathroom walls here, here, and there are all barricaded or reinforced. And finally, you're going to barricade this. And I actually forgot to mention, after you're done reinforcing the closet, you're going to want to put down your barbed wire here and your second barbed wire here just to cover the whole door when they push in. And that's just going to be the real basic setup to defending lobby and piano. Alright, so when the prep phase ends, you're going to be behind circle desk. This is when we were playing. You're also going to make sure, I forgot to mention, you're going to want someone either reinforced, to have the hatch reinforced, or someone up there playing the hatch. So when the round starts, you're going to want to melee out this monitor, and make sure that's not your way. You're going to get rid of this briefcase, and you're also going to be mindful that you can get over here. And so, the attackers are going to open up the main door, as they always do, and I accidentally shot one already, but these plants, a lot of time people play behind there, so you can shoot that left plant, the middle plant, and the right plants, if I can get it. It's a little difficult sometimes, you can, and a lot of time people will be back there, so you can really expose them and make that not very viable place to stand. Obviously, you can see he's a lot more exposed now there's no plants there. So, the most common angles I like to hold, you can get up on the bomb here, get obviously the classic bomb head glitch. You can see back here, you can even crouch down to get really close if you're feeling really confident with yourself. You can pick up from here because you get a lot of cover from this desk. Now be mindful, you can get shot through this, so you don't want to always be playing back here because if the attacker figured out, you're going to get wall banged. Another angle, Jack, is you want to move behind this SWAT car right there. A lot of times, Glaz, whoever, will be peeking over the side there, as you can see, and you can either see them, you can't really get an angle if unless they're on the very edge to here, but you can see them from up top on this angle like I talked about, and you can also crouch down, and a lot of time people don't expect this, but you can get an angle from this trash can over to there, and get a nice little headshot onto anyone playing back there. And it's just an overall really nice little thing to be able to do when the attackers are coming in from the main entrance. Now, if they're not for some reason, or you're clearing the main entrance, and they come from, say, Spiral, or up top at this hatch in meeting, this is what I like to do. I like to call it my panic room. You can really retreat in here, and let's be real. Who is expecting someone to be playing in this closet? No one. That's why it works. So you sit in this closet, and you wait. You wait for them to get confident and drone it out. They usually will misdrone you. And you wait for them to drop the hatch or come into the door to lobby. As you see, look, they misdrone me. They didn't see me. And while you're sitting here, you can get nice angles on piano. If your teammates in there die or whatever, they just take the site and your team is laid on the flank. You can sit here, you get shots on piano. And once they go, you can hear a plant. You can come out here, you can peek, and you can just see really good because no one's going to be expecting you there. And that's going to be the basic setup right there for the lobby room. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. A little bit different from what I usually do. Informational video. Never really done one of these. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And hopefully it gave you a new outlook on the map of Consulate. And special thanks to Jack for helping me out on today's video. Jack, would you like to plug anything?
Follow me, YouTube, VB Lightning, and as well as on Twitch, VB Lightning.
And would you like to spell that out for those who don't know?
It's VBLIGHTNING.
There you go, VB Lightning. Check them out. Special thanks to Jack once again. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And let's roll the bloopers. 10 times easier for you to kill them than for them to kill you. Because when they repel like he is here, they can really only aim all the way to the closet here, as Jack sees. Okay. We're gonna. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and hopefully these strats serve you guys well and give you a new angle and approach, outlook, whatever you want to call it, on attacking and defending Consulate. And thank you, special thanks to Jack here. Jack, would you like to plug anything?
Check out my YouTube, Twitch, stream every day. VB Lightning.
There you go, VB Lightning. You want to spell it out just in case people don't know?
VBLIGHTIN.
You know what I'm saying? That's a blooper.